The need to criminalize narcissistic behavior. There is a need to criminalize narcissistic behavior. As we look at the societies that we live in worldwide, it's quite evident to anyone who's not blind that we live in societies that have been treacherously dominated by psychopaths, lunatics, narcissists, and other forms of antisocial personalities, many of which are rich, many of them which are famous, many of them who proclaim themselves to be perfectly sane while often secretly living a life that is above the law, as well as a life that is toxically abusive towards innocent bystanders that often suffer at the hands of covert narcissists who privately, who privately abuse people. When we talk about the eradication of narcissism and the eradication of narcissistic abuse, gang stalking, and psychopathic behavior within our society, there are going to have to be certain steps that commence in order to make the eradication of this type of insanity possible. Now, anyone who is realistic about life and the way the human psyche is will understand that eradicating the world of antisocial personalities is going to be impossible to do 100%. But the need to try our best as humanity, to try to make starch efforts to introduce and implement consistent negative consequences upon people who are antisocial personalities, who utilize their mental instability to abuse, harm, and even murder innocent people, often secretly. This must be eradicated to a higher degree than what we are presently looking at in societies worldwide. I believe that there are going to have to be some type of enforcements implemented worldwide in order to eradicate the world of the negative effects of narcissism, gang stalking, and psychopathic abuse upon the masses of human beings that live upon this earth. Billions of people all over the world are being abused secretly by psychopaths, narcissists, and other antisocial personalities who are constantly getting away with it through either doing the abuse secretly, being above the law, and or hiring other people to inflict consistent abuse on those who they dislike or are fearful of or are jealous of through a tactic called abuse by proxy. At this time, we must call for an international demand to criminalize both narcissistic and psychopathic behavior, as well as other antisocial behaviors. If we do not, as a people collectively worldwide, call for the criminalization of narcissistic and psychopathic abuse, we will continue to see narcissism and psychopathic abuse take hold of our society and destroy humanity. The gang stalking program is a prime example of a covert, psychopathic, narcissistic abuse tactic that has been implemented through such government entities such as COINTELPRO for a number of decades and maybe possibly even centuries in order to abuse the innocent on behalf of psychopaths that are above the law, who are rich, who are famous, and who are known as untouchable. Unless we call for an immediate eradication of direct narcissistic abuse against innocent people by abuse by proxy inflictors. If we call for an immediate demand to criminalize worldwide narcissistic abuse, I believe that we can begin to put some pressure on eradicating gang stalking, which is one of the highest forms of psychopathic and narcissistic abuse on a covert level, just short of physically murdering someone, physically kidnapping someone, robbing someone, or raping someone. It is my hope that eventually we as a society worldwide will call for the criminalization of narcissistic behavior and psychopathic behavior. It should be a crime worldwide for people who do not know a person to be able to find an individual in a grocery store, come up to an individual, invade their personal space, and speak to someone that they do not know to harass a person in a request to gang stalk someone on behalf of a psychopath. It should be illegal to speak to people that do not want to be spoken to. It should be illegal to stand within 5 steps or more of a person's personal proximity space. It should be illegal for people who do not know the people that they're engaging to come up to them and talk to them. It should be illegal to park your vehicle close to another person's car, so close that a person cannot even open their door, as a form of gang stalking an individual. It should be illegal to surveillance people. It should be illegal to put tracking devices on people's cars, or to put hidden cameras in people's apartments and homes and condominiums. If we do not criminalize narcissistic abuse, it should be illegal also for a narcissist to be able to provoke a person to anger or to violence and not go to jail for provoking an altercation. Narcissists and psychopaths are very good at provoking altercations with people that they do not like, or paying someone to inflict abuse by proxy to the person that the psychopath or narcissist does not like, by paying someone to go up to a person and inflict an altercation. That should be a crime. It should be illegal for someone to come up to someone else and try to provoke them to anger or to violence, or even to try to fear them or scare them. These are all behaviors that narcissists and psychopaths do consistently. And that's just a few of a number of behaviors that I have a list of that I believe that narcissists and psychopaths should be criminally punished for doing these things to people. These are actions and behaviors that narcissists and psychopaths often do that should be punishable by criminal punishment, and they should be felony convictions. I hope that sometime in our lifetime we will see the permanent criminalization of narcissistic behavior, psychopathic behavior, and gang stalking. I am your abuse recovery counselor, Yesha Rose. I want to thank everyone so much for listening to this video. I hope the information in this video has helped you. Please visit my website at healthyexodus.weebly.com for more information on services that I offer and provide. Thank you very much for listening. Have a great day.